Hello guys, I made a fully autonomous AI researcher. So this research report was fully done by AI 100% multiple LLMs working together and evaluating, ideating, coding, and this is the whole no, that's some errors, but here we have whole research, all of this data. First of all, for LLMs, you want to have some setup, some code to start from. So I have my mixture of experts LLM that I coded. I have a video, just type on my channel, I coded mixture of experts LLM, and you can check this. I'll leave the link below to this so you can see all of these files. And then I told it to design some experiments based on this code, so to modify it. But as I said, with LLMs, you don't want to start from nothing. You want to give it something to work with. So here, I have this research paper, and I just took some of the ideas here. So about, I just copied like a bunch of like stuff here, some this part, some ideas about experts in mixture of experts, and I gave it here in the research prompt. So this is the part I just copied it. I have some prompt here. You can check all of this. So this is the copied part from the paper. And then these are just, I need to improve this prompt, by the way. This was just a quick pilot. And I also have a system prompt. So this is just about how to design research. I want to make it short. So every experiment 2 to 10 minutes on 1x4090, we can change all of this. And then I have multiple different LLMs talking to each other. So I have proprietary Gemini, and I have Kimi K2 from September, the latest one a few days ago. And I just have them like starting here from Gemini first. So this is going to generate research plan. It's going to be this research plan here that you see. So this is what Gemini outputted. So all of this research plan. And then second, we have Kimi. This is hosted on Novita. I find it cheap there. I like it. I also like their GPUs. You see here, you have all of these models. I use this one, Kimi K2. You have price. I really like. Well, I'm gonna use more models from here as soon as I'm gonna just keep improving this project. Different LLMs have different ideas. They're like different people with different ideas. They can provide different critiques. And you know that every LLM, I think it prefers its own. So every LLM thinks it's right. So you need different LLMs to kind of challenge each other and bring different ideas to the table. I'm gonna maybe use DeepSeek v3.1 and OpenAI GPT OSS, maybe GLM, or I'll see. Also, you have a few calls on Gemini 2.5 Pro for free every day. So you can make sure you use that. So you see, I want Kimi to take the response from Gemini, the plan, and look if the experiments are unfair, to check for bugs, for missing controls, overstated claims. I'm gonna change this. This is AI generated, so I'm gonna improve this. So then I have critique analysis. So you know, sometimes LLMs can generate like too much critique, bloated critique. I don't want bloated critique. So even the critique, I'm gonna analyze it. But what all of this is doing is basically letting LLMs think and agree. And I'm always telling it, like, don't change too much, don't do too many things, like write just a few things. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna improve these prompts as well. And then at the end, I have 4-step Gemini again. This is gonna be final plan. And so this will get followed, whatever it is. So maybe we're gonna change this system, but for now this works. I wanna add more LLMs here. I then gave the final plan to Grok Code-Fast 1. So I find this model best because it can do everything other models can do when it comes to AI coding. I find it very good for AI coding. Also, but it's a lot faster, so I don't need to like forget about it, go do something else. It's so fast. I can just wait a few seconds, it will finish. And also, there was 1 or 2 times where Cloud Sonnet couldn't do something, and this Grok Code-Fast did. So maybe it's even better. Maybe they trained it for AI coding, AI research in particular. Maybe XAI wants to use it to do AI research as well. And I feel like Grok Code-Fast is what will enable this autonomous AI research, because Sonnet is too expensive, Opus especially. And other models are, even GPT-5 is too expensive, and Gemini. But this is like 5, 10, I think 10 times cheaper than Gemini GPT-5, so cheap. 20 cents per million input tokens and $1.5 for million output tokens. And it's as good as coding at these frontier models, maybe even better, maybe a bit worse, but 10 times cheaper. So that's crazy. This is the reason I can now do this autonomous AI research. We have a really good coder that's very cheap and fast. I ran the experiment on Novita GPUs as well. Look at these prices, 18 cents, so 50% off if you choose spot billing here. So this is, I think, the cheapest on the market. They even have Blackwell 200, the latest one, just $1.90. But for now, I'm just gonna use these two, 5090 and 4090, and especially 4090. And I can just run multiple of them and let my AI just like run multiple AI research instances at once. At the end, after the experiment has been done, you can prompt some AI to write a report, a tutorial, analysis. So tutorials, I think, are really good because it's explained step by step like this. In this experiment, we added some stochastic noise to routing. So when you're routing tokens to experts, you make it a little bit random. And then does this help? The result is no, it doesn't help, which is actually also a result. So negative result is also a result. Okay, this doesn't help, now we know this. Now other people will not waste time trying this. But also, this is the thing, I just ran it for like 1.6 minutes. This was just a test. So this is not enough. So we don't actually know this. I need to write this here. So we need to run this on for more time, train for more. But I really like this setup, and now I feel like I'm finally getting to understand how LLMs work and how to use them to do things autonomously. So first you need to start from something, like you need to have a code for your large language model or diffusion model. It can be just base, any type of code. And then you need to reference some paper or some human written ideas, and then let LLM choose or get ideas. It can be even different ideas, but just you need to give it some base to think from. So give it a chunk of paper, and then use different LLMs to talk to each other, and different LLMs bring different ideas, different capabilities, and they kind of fight against like some bias that's gonna make like a mistake. Also, multiple calls, multiple LLMs basically allow for higher output token window. So if one LLM uses all of the output tokens, then you call it again for critique, for thinking, for different LLMs, so you just have more output tokens to think. You are scaling test time. And then Grok Code-Fast is really what enabled this autonomous research, because it's very cheap. It's very cheap, so I don't need to worry about price, I think, anymore. So I can just run it. And it seems to be as good or almost as good or even better than Sonnet, so probably not better, but it's very good for this AI research. So it can just code, it can work, it can fix its own bugs and implement code. For the future, I'm gonna improve my prompts and design and architecture, and I predict that the more LLMs, open source LLMs, get better, the more we will just let them run on autopilot. So I feel like the more they get better, the more we will just use them, and there will be like return on investment and everything. So in a year, I might be having like 10, 20, 50 of these agents doing different research. And the future idea also, we need to generate like these research reports and then put them all into like a folder or some, and then maybe summarize each research in one document. One document contains summaries of every research, so future research that these LLMs can use previous research they did. So they just read the entire document that contains all of the summaries for every research, and then they can decide which research to choose to analyze, to get all of the report, to analyze more carefully, to implement, to learn from. So it's like a database of research. And this is effectively like memory for LLMs. And they have now big context windows, so they can just build their own research. And the goal would be like a better LLM. So the goal, there could be like a big ultimate project. It could be like more efficient, better large language model, like mixture of experts. So then it builds research, does different research, maybe starts different agents. This is so interesting. And LLMs are so cheap now, and they are so good. So this really opened up the possibilities for autonomous AI research.